Hello, fam. Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, Mo Gang related to this dump truck game. Welcome back to this channel, family, subscribers, and friends. All right, we've been talking about some good stuff, y'all. Dealing with credit worthiness to be able to start or scale your dump truck business. So this has been great. This is going to be the third video, final video, dealing with the fact of constructing comprehensive records, having your documentation in order, man, when you're ready to go and apply or sit up in that office or whatever the case may be to see about some funding. All right. So here's the final thing that's a problem, and I'm gonna give you the solution to this particular thing. Failure, failure to demonstrate an understanding of operational costs. You have a failure to demonstrate an understanding of operational costs. This is a problem. Because number one, if you don't track costs like fuel, maintenance, insurance, lenders might question your financial discipline. In other words, you in the office, they ask you for this kind of stuff, and you ain't got this stuff laid out, your projections for what the insurance gonna cost, your projections for the maintenance, your projections for the fuel. If you hadn't done anything with that numbers wise, which is research, your homework, then you're gonna have a problem. You know, you ain't got that kind of stuff because they understand that this would be something normal that you should have documentation for, right? And so when you don't present that, then they feel like, okay, well, he doesn't even understand the operational costs associated with the business that he's trying to get us to lend him money to start, or that with the business that he's in for a year or two that he wants to grow, right? So we have to think about that. Number two, not having a clear understanding of these costs can make it harder to forecast profitability or secure capital. Not having a clear understanding of operational costs can make it harder to watch this forecast, listen to that word, to be able to project or have an idea of what the profitability going to be because when you're projecting the expenses, you're projecting the income in between or what's left is what the profitability, which is what they want to know. So how does the profitability relate to the fact of how much money you trying to borrow, right? Documentation. They want to see it written out, concise, explainable, real, simple. Okay. Number three, underestimating operational costs and expenses can lead to financial mismanagement, increasing the risk of loan defaults. You ain't got that stuff documented nowhere. They understand this, that if you ain't got this together and you ain't got no understanding about this, then you get out there in the business and then stuff costs, overhead is more than what you projected, then they done gave you a whole loan to get a truck or a whole loan to put down or whatever the case may be. You might not, you might default on the loan because you didn't have the right understanding of what it takes to make it in the business. I have seen that. I have seen that. I've seen people get in that thing and they got in that thing and they underestimated. They didn't do no research. Hey, they just thought get dump truck, go to work. Don't work like that. Have no idea. Oh, I hear them sometimes. Oh man, this fuel, I didn't know this fuel gonna cost this much. Oh man, I didn't know this insurance was gonna cost this much. Oh man, I didn't know the truck gonna requires that much maintenance. You got to get an understanding. We have to stop doing things without research, y'all. And these things are not hard. Man, you talk to the average dump trucker, you can get this information. Man, how much your maintenance running a year? Man, how much your fuel hitting you for? Man, how much your insurance hitting you for a year? And asking more than one person, right? Two or three people to get a general idea. You don't have to have the exact numbers. You just have to be in the ballpark. And watch this, demonstrate that you understand what you're talking about. Okay? So here goes some solutions. Because you need to be able to do this the right way. So here's the main bullet point, then I give you three sub points to go with it. Include breakdowns of expenses like fuel, maintenance, insurance in your business plan to show thorough financial preparation. That's all you got to do. How much that fuel gonna cost? You total up monthly, multiply by 12. This is what the it's gonna cost monthly. This is what it's gonna cost yearly. Fuel, do that for fuel, maintenance, insurance, and other expenses that are regular, included in the business plan. So when they look through that, they can see that. They ain't gotta look for it. It's there. They ain't gotta call you about it. It's there. All right. So watch this. Develop a detailed cost structure that includes all operational expenses to give lenders what? A clear picture of your profitability. So make sure that's in there. Detailed cost structure, what everything is cost, breaking it down. Don't have it lumped up. Because they got to be able to see fuel. They got to be able to see maintenance. They got to be able to see the note. They got to be able to see the insurance. They got to be able to see what the other expenses are. You know, you gonna do 5 or 6 oil changes. With me, I'm doing 8 and 9 because I'm working at night. But you gotta, if you're gonna figure working day and night, project it like that. Okay, I'm probably gotta change all 8, 9 times a year at a cost of about $700, $800. That's how you get your numbers detailed, broken down. All right. Number two, factoring in seasonal fluctuations in costs. In other words, higher fuel in the summer, in order to show you prepare for market changes. That's real good because fuel does tend to go up a little higher. Just say, for instance, we had 2.92 a gallon. Yeah, it's going to be over 3 for the summer months. We already know that. That's how it goes. So you got to factor in, use one number, then go up 10, 15 cents for the summer months project. It's always better to over project than to under project. That's a nugget. Number three, be realistic about potential costs, avoiding over optimism to demonstrate you've planned for the long-term sustainability, of your business. Be realistic about the costs. Don't sandbag. Don't sandbag the cost thinking, okay, well, I show this, it don't cost that much. This will help me get the loan. Don't do it. Don't do it, because when they go and check with a real dump trucker, I've had people at this bank up here call me about guys that's trying to get loans. Well, look, is that normal for y'all to be paying this thing? And they've asked me that. You think I'm a lie? I'm gonna tell them the truth. What this costs, right? So these are some principles. Finally, give you some key principles to sum up about the fact that you need to construct comprehensive records. Here they are. Transparency. Provide lenders with clear, detailed financial data to demonstrate your business's legitimacy and growth potential. Transparency. Number two, accuracy. Ensure all financial documents are professionally prepared and free of errors to gain lender trust. Preparation. Include contingency plans and risk management strategies in your business plan to show readiness for potential challenges. I love that one right there, because what that's saying is that in your plan, you're showing them that if my plan don't go like I planned, this gonna be the secondary plan to get me back on track with the first plan. That's what that's saying. I love that. Um, and let me add this about your documents, man. Have your stuff not only transparent, accurate, and got the right for preparation, but man, have your stuff professional in a nice binder, stuff that's typed and not written out. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. All right. And so here goes some quotes I want to leave you with. In business, clear documentation is the difference between trust and doubt. Warren Buffett said that. In business, clear documentation is the difference between trust and doubt. And then finally, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes constructing comprehensive records to get your financial house in order. So when you go before these people, you're looking good and looking like somebody that they want to lend some money to. This has been great. Cut your CEO. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, guys. I'm out of here. Whew, I'm gone.